throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot, off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot!
Just whenever it cuts to, like, you see that or whatever. Oh, that's not good. There we go. All right, we're good. Hold on. Do that again.
Live from Thayer Arena in Warwick, it's Wednesday night rivalry hockey between two legendary Rhode Island programs, the Rams of LaSalle Academy and the Hawks of Bishop Hendricken High School. Good evening and welcome to Fans Only Sports coverage of Rhode Island Interscholastic League hockey. I'm Owen Crane alongside Cam Martin. Cam, with both teams coming into tonight's game undefeated, what are you looking forward to this evening?
I'm looking forward to this matchup, Colin. This is going to be an insane rivalry matchup. As we know, the hated rivalry between these two teams. I'm expecting a lot of goals and a lot of extracurriculars during this game.
It's a pretty full rink here tonight at Thayer. Winter break game Bishop Hendricken's man gate out in full force tonight. And these two teams right now look decently even. 3-0 for Hendricken in league play, 2-0 for LaSalle. LaSalle with 10 goals for, 5 per game. Hendricken with 16, just over 5 per game. Now, Hendricken has struggled a bit more on the goals against. They've let up 6 compared to LaSalle's 2. So we'll see how that defensive action plays in tonight. Clock at 2:55 remaining in warm-ups. Both teams out in force.
Yeah, one person to look out for tonight for LaSalle is their goaltender, Neil Garner. He's looked spectacular. He was in the race. I believe he won the, no, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Massachusetts from last year. He's out behind the next team in that last year. He's looked great for them. But on the other side, the Hendricken goalie, Brady Nevis. Excuse me. He's looked great in the 3 games we've seen so far. I mean, it's going to be a good one tonight.
Yeah, these are 2 really powerful teams, and like you said, goaltending and defense really are the keys in hockey. If you can keep the goals against low, you don't need to rely too heavily on your offense, and I do think this will be a question of who prevents the other team from scoring better, because both of these teams have powerful offenses, and they both come in with a goals for average of just around 5. So to watch them clash tonight, it's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, especially for those goals for, you can lean on for the Hendricken Hawks and Will Cavanaugh. He's looked spectacular in this series. He's got such great vision around on the ice. He always finds his teammates, and it just comes natural to him.
He does a great job seeing the ice. He is the points leader for Bishop Hendricken with 5. That's 2 goals, 3 assists. For LaSalle, it'll be number 8, Ronan Peterson, also with 5 points. The same thing, 2 goals, 3 assists. So we'll see if those point leaders can rack up some more in this non-league matchup tonight over the holiday break. We're just under a minute before the national anthem begins.
Yeah, not only do we have the forward matchup tonight, we got the defensive matchup tonight between 2 of the top 5 defensemen in the league. Crane and Marco Martinelli. They both look incredible tonight. I mean, Martinelli looks great with his vision. He's walking that blue line. He's just creating so many good opportunities for the Rams. Meanwhile, on the other side, Griffin Crane, he's locked down for the Hawks all throughout this year, and it's awesome to see that you have 2 defensemen, 2 forwards that are at the top of their game for these 2 teams.
That is what you often see here in Rhode Island Interscholastic League hockey. The Hawks and the Rams often sit atop the rankings, and they are doing so right now. A quick look at our rankings before we head into lineups. Cumberland and Bishop Hendricken, as well as LaSalle, all undefeated in league play. 3-0 for Cumbie and Hendricken, and then 2-0 for the Rams. So again, a matchup of top-tier teams tonight, an opportunity to watch them play. We'll have all the coverage here on Fans Only Sports. Just a moment before these teams get introduced. We'll take a moment for that in the national anthem, and see you in just a moment. With 15 minutes on the clock, the green and gold and the crimson head to their respective benches as we get set for rivalry hockey this Wednesday night in Rhode Island. It's Colin Murray in net tonight for the Bishop Hendricken Hawks. For LaSalle, number 1, Ian Pomfret. Excuse me, actually, I stand corrected very quickly. Both teams will head to the center circle. It's hockey from Fans Only Sports Network. Rhode Island Interscholastic League rivalry. We're underway. Hawks win the puck draw first. They'll move it around their own zone. Look towards the neutral zone. Quick turnover to the Hawks. Another turnover recovery by LaSalle. Moving around the zone. That one deflects. Hits off the ceiling. We have our first whistle. 14:43 on the clock.
You can hear the Hendricken crowd tonight. Win this home game for them. They're ready to go.
Those boys are rowdy and out in full force this winter break. Ronan Peterson wins the draw for LaSalle. Quick shot off from the far side boards. Hendricken tries to clear it. Rams whip it around. Pressure on the far side. Both teams in a quick tussle for it. Stephen Nardelli there for the Hawks. He'll knock it back. Crane chases after it. He has Panacchini. Opts for an escape move. Moves to Nathan Marshall. Marshall up ice over the red line. Dumps that one in. The Hawks will get 5 fresh legs. Rams moving to the far side boards. Back at the point. Recovery by Hendricken. That one slap shot just a few feet off. Man Cage very excited on the near side boards in LaSalle's zone. Collision back behind the red line. You see Will Kavanaugh there fighting for the puck. Points leader for Hendricken, moving it around. Quick turnover to Hendricken on the near side boards. LaSalle moves it up ice through the neutral zone. It's Andrew Smith receiving. He'll move it to Nick Regine. Dumps it in for the Hawks. They'll get some fresh legs. Kavanaugh moving around, quick give and go, back to him. He'll dump it down into the corners under pressure. Small tussle on the sideboard for it. 4 men fighting over the puck. The Hawk will go down. It's Chris Hughes heading to the box for Hendricken. For LaSalle, it'll be Matt Baxter. Now, Cam, you said this game would get a little chippy.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely shown off tonight. That little incident right there.
Puck drop on the near side for Hendricken. They'll win it back. 5-on-5 play, given the matching penalties. LaSalle takes this one in their zone, moves it up ice. It's Pacheco chasing after it. Crane recovers for Hendricken. Quick escape move to the near side. Kicks it with his skate. And he'll cut up ice. Hands it off to James Carrera. Tries to move it back to Crane. Offsides whistle called. 12:46 on the clock.
We said pregame that this game is going to involve a lot of hitting. We see it right here, right now, in these first 2 minutes. The first 3 minutes.
A chippy game, a physical game for both teams. Far side face-off. That one's won by Aiden Ferreira for the Hawks. Quickly turned over to the Rams, who'll take it back behind their net. Little dump by Tyler Garfalo. Hawks sprinting up ice. That's Martinelli. Turns it over to Regine. Regine to Crane in the corner. Got caught up with the ref for a moment. And he'll reverse. Move it to the near side where Regine's fighting for it. Cameron Tasca in there for the Rams. A Hawk will flip it. That one just off the boards. We'll have a stop and play. 12-12 on the clock. Ronan Peterson on the draw for the Rams. Quick shot. Rams dump it around. Hawks chasing after it on the near side. Quick tussle for it. Andrew Bradley grabs the puck for LaSalle. He'll knock it up to Cameron Tasca. Mark Verteshke. The shot from the near side. And that's a quick save for Colin Murray in net. 11:45 on the clock.
That's the first shot of the game right there. Just 3 minutes into the game. I'll tell you what, it's physical and a very defensive game for us.
I expect a lot of stops and play with the pace of this game. Plenty of shots, plenty of physicality, and penalties won't surprise me. Here's a shot on net from the far side. That one runs into traffic out front, and it's knocked out. Hawks move it back up ice. Quick dump in by Evan Barbosa. Hendricken's puck back behind the net, picked up. Jack LaRose grabs that one. He'll move it up ice. James Carrera takes it deep, loses it under pressure, and that's picked back up by Devin Exter. Quick flip on the side. That draws the whistle. And both players are released from the penalty box. We've been 5-on-5, but they'll be eligible back on the ice now. 10:53 remaining in the first. Draw in LaSalle zone. That's one back by the Rams. They'll move it to the near side. Connor Pacheco moves it around for LaSalle. Up to Martinelli. Puck's lost on the boards. Hawks pick it back up behind the net. Blake Grislis under pressure from a Ram, gets it off. The Hawks look to move it through the neutral zone. That pass tipped and deflected. Finally knocked down by Nathan Marshall. LaSalle back on their offensive drive, struggling to get the puck through the neutral zone. The Hawks recover it once more. Quick pass to the side, rebound in front. That's a Hendricken goal. Nick Regine knocks the first one of the night. It's 1-0 Hawks. Yeah, good first save, but that rebound's there, and Regine capitalizes. And again, like you said, it all comes back to those turnovers in the neutral zone. Those are critical in the fast-paced game here of Rhode Island. Yeah, testament to Hendricken's drive and forecheck. Regine getting to the front of the net to knock that one in. It's 1-0. Bishop Hendricken over LaSalle, 9:50 on the clock. We'll have a stop and play as the net comes loose. Face-off set in the Ram zone. Hawks win the face-off. Rams almost get a hold of it, and they'll win it on the dump in. Good escape move there from Mark Verteschke. Devin Mora moves it up ice. Hawks recover it in their own zone. So Owen Carter moved it down for Hendricken. He's still fighting for it at about the red line. Tries to dump it low. LaSalle's defense is there. They'll move it up ice. Back into the neutral zone. Quick sprint for it into Hendricken's territory. Hawks get there first. Giacomo Caleri couldn't quite get his stick on it. Moves back into Hendricken territory. Slight pressure from the Rams. Hawks move it up ice to the neutral zone. Here's a 2-on-2, 2-on-1 opportunity. They'll try to move it to the front of the net. And they'll get a little tripped up in front. That was Jordan McIntyre with the Rams. Aiden Penacchini for the Hawks.
That was a good no ball right there. It was just two players just fighting for their position and they just ended up just crashing into the near post. That's it.
8:53 on the clock. Face off in Hendricken zone. Rams win the draw, move it to the far side. Quick pass up into the neutral zone, scooped up by Hendricken defense. It's Crane, escape move, to the far side. Kavanaugh tries to cut in for the shot. Quick save by the Rams, and LaSalle picks the puck back up, moves it to the near side. Blake Grislis rips one from the near side point. That one misses the net. Rams move it back around. Big hit from Hendricken. That's Aiden Ferreira. Laying the body. Kavanaugh tries to move it back out front. Crane stops the puck from exiting the zone. Moves it over to Grislis. Shot just misses the net. And Crane will take another shot, but the net is off. Cam, right now, it feels like the Hawks are on defense, fighting off aggressive Hendricken forecheck.
Yeah, it definitely seems so tonight. I mean, they got the support of the crowd right now with the Hendricken man gate behind them, and they just look unreal tonight in the offensive zone.
Now, credit where due, the LaSalle student section out in force as well. Big rebound out in front of the net. Hawks almost knotted a second one. Score remains 1-0. LaSalle, his first breakout in some time. Quick move from the Rams, turned over in Hendricken's territory. And the Hawks grab it, dump it down and chase. Hendricken moves it out in front, quick shot. That off the stick of Nate Marshall. Good reaction by the Rams goaltender there. Another opportunity out in front. That one coming from Giacomo Caleri. And the Rams will clear the puck down. No icing called. But this game right now is all Hendricken.
Hawks are just swarming them on the offensive zone now.
The dump and chase proving very effective for Hendricken so far. LaSalle's defense just struggling to keep up against that forecheck. Here's an opportunity for them. Seamus Murphy grabs a hold of the puck. He'll dump it in. Hawks defenders pick it up. Not too much pressure on them early. Cam Tasca tries to move it around the front. He'll get a rebound. That one. Shot saved. Colin Murray diving back in front of the net. What a save that one. Huge opportunity for Tasca there as well. 2 shots right in a row. Good, quick thinking play
and
for him at the point.
And we can't discount Murray's ability right there, out of position in his net, and just comes full force to stop that shot by Tasca.
Just over halfway through the first period. 6:38 the time on the clock. Hendricken up 1-0 to an essentially sold-out Thayer Arena here in Warwick. Convenient to both the Hawks and Rams fan base. This is a game you don't want to miss. And if you can't be here, thanks for streaming it here from Fans Only Sports. Hawks will win the draw back. Regine knocks it to the neutral zone where Kavanagh's there to pick it up. He's under pressure. Quick move down. Aiden Ferreira grabs it, tries to move it out front for the Hawks. Owen Carter at the point will move it down. He'll cut in. And that's a big hit from Devin Mora of the Rams to knock him down, end that play, move it back into the neutral zone. Andrew Smith dumps it down for Hendricken. Here's the dump and chase. Almost perfectly executed there. Kavanaugh with the pass out front. No one was there in time. Hendricken recovers the puck in the neutral zone. Move it to the far side. Another dump. They'll get three fresh legs on the ice. Quick shot off the post. Hayden Corrente makes this a 2-0 game. Hendricken up on top.
Like you mentioned earlier, that dump and chase working to Hendricken's ability right there. Fighting for it on the near side boards, and Hayden Corrente with a nice shot off the post and in.
Coach Sosha must be pretty happy with the start of this game. A lot of aggressive play from the Hawks, a lot of zone time from the Hawks, and the Rams defense is collapsing and giving up these opportunities. That was a straight-on shot, a fantastic shot from Corrente. And again, 2-0 Hawks halfway through the first period. Draws one by Hendricken. LaSalle quickly recovers it. It's Tyler Garfalo with it for the Hawks. He'll drop it back. The Rams. He'll drop it back. Martinelli trying to find his wits. Escaping, he'll hand it off to Garfalo. The Rams eventually finally dump it down. Crane recovers. Handoff back behind the net to Grizzlis. Grizzlis reverses sides. Errant pass to the point. That's a shot for the Rams. Rebound back behind the net. Jack LaRose grabs the puck for the Hawks. And they'll move it back to the neutral zone. Here's Paul Bogsian picking it up for the Rams. He'll go D to D. The Rams can't quite get it out of the neutral zone yet. And they'll finally dump it in. Crane picks it up back behind the net. As he starts to skate out. Quick cross-ice pass from the Hawks. Jordan McIntyre recovers that one for the Rams. And he'll get into it on the boards, trying to move it up. He can't, drops it back. Drop pass back to McIntyre. He's looking up ice for Michael Marbello. Ref says he got a stick on it, no icing called. Hawks grab a hold of the puck once more. Aiden Panacchini it is. He'll send that one down. Ref had his hand up for icing, waved off at the last moment. Quick tap by Devin Moore to move that one around the boards. And Kavanaugh traversing the ice. All game so far is there to pick it up. He'll move it to his defender. Tries for the give and go. Doesn't quite work out. Hawks still recover the puck. Aiden Ferreira with it in the corner. 4 minutes left to play in the first period. Hendricken up 2-0. What has been all Hawks offense so far tonight, Cam.
LaSalle needs to find something here, a little spark. It seems that they don't have much going on the offensive side. It's just dump and changes are the only way they can get it into the zone, it seems.
Hawks ringing around the boards. No one's there to pick it up. Moves back into their territory. They'll look up ice. Quick tip. And the Rams pick that one up. They'll send it down. It's Andrew Smith receiving for the Hawks. Andrew Bradley chasing for the Rams. Cameron Tasca, you'll hear his name plenty tonight, providing pressure. Hawks managed to move it out of the zone, however. Here comes that Hendricken forecheck. Andrew Smith keeps it in at the far side point. LaSalle struggling to put together a breakout. They'll dump it in for the dump and chase. Knocking around the boards, it's Ronan Peterson. Grabbing it, they'll move it back. Jordan McIntyre. Quick shot from the near side board. That one off the stick of Paul Bogsian. And finally, whistle blown as Colin Murray gets a glove on it. 2:46 remaining in the first.
Yeah, he hasn't had much action as we speak of time on attack for LaSalle, but he's definitely got a lot of opportunities coming his way, though.
Now, LaSalle's offense hasn't been as strong as Hendricken so far, but they're certainly not a team to be counted out. 2:37 left in the period. They'll have to recoup at the intermission and bring their forecheck, because right now it's all Hendricken defense. Hawks dump it through the neutral zone. Giacomo Caleri grabs that one for Hendricken. Into the corner. The puck comes out, rather jumps out to the Rams. Connor Pacheco with an opportunity. Crisscrossing Hendricken territory without any support there, and the Hawks finally recover the puck. They'll move it to the neutral zone. Dumped back in by Captain Mark Verteshke. Hawks grab it. Move it through the neutral zone and into Ram territory. Rams will ring it around the boards. Evan Barbosa there to receive, but not enough under Hendricken pressure. Kavanaugh picks it up. Cuts to the point, far side. Here's the shot. That one just wide. And the Rams begin their breakout once more. Here's the dump and chase. It's Matt Baxter chasing after it. Hendricken defenseman there in time. Move it to the near side. Regine can't quite move it out. He'll bring it back. Aiden Penakini's there. And he'll look to move it back up to Regine once more. Good stop at the point by Tyler Garfarlo for the Rams. Almost an opportunity out in front there. Under a minute remaining. And we'll have an icing whistle on the Hawks. 52.6 seconds left here in the period. That seemed to be the first time the Hawks were scrambling in their own end.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like LaSalle had a big opportunity right there on that possession. Hopefully we see something going for them right here on this icing call.
Under a minute to play, face off. That one kind of goes nowhere. Near side, Hawks will ring it around the boards. It'll trickle into the neutral zone. Rams recover. Cameron Tasca there to pick it up. They'll try to move it out front. Opportunity, that shot just wide of the net. Hawks move it around the boards once more. Rams dump it back in. 23 seconds left here in the period. And the Hawks try to dump it down. That one into the net. We'll have a stop and play at 20 seconds. Face off far side in Hendricken's zone. Rams win it, get a shot off. That one blocked by a Hendricken defender. It was either Crane or Smith who got in the way of that one. Jack LaRose moves it up the near side. Rams recover. Paul Bogsian. And Andrew Smith takes it into the corner for the final second. There's the buzzer. Hendricken wins the period 2-0 after one. LaSalle looked like they were finally starting to wake up from their Christmas slumber in the final 5 minutes of that period.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and it just seemed like a totally different LaSalle team that we've seen throughout the beginning of this season for them. I mean, they've looked great offensively, and all of a sudden, when you face your rival, it just disappears in that first 10 minutes of this game.
Yeah, those first 10, 15 minutes, crucial for the Hawks. They notched themselves a 2-0 lead as they head into the second, which in a rivalry game like this is everything. With the momentum heading into the second period, that's a big spot to be in, and the Man Gate certainly enjoying it. LaSalle's student section, the Hive, starting to pick up, though, like you said, with that last-minute action from LaSalle. They got a few shots in there, managed to keep the puck in. What are you looking for here in the second period from both LaSalle and Hendricken.
I mean, for LaSalle, I'd like to see a little bit more possession entries. I mean, it's tough to beat this Hendricken defense right now. They looked so efficient in those first 10 minutes. They looked a little bit sloppy in the last 5. I mean, like we mentioned, they had a lot more ice time in their defensive zone, but like LaSalle needs to just make those tape-to-tape passes, and everything will go back to normal for them.
If LaSalle can work on that breakout, Hendricken has a very strong forecheck. They can break the puck out a little bit better this period. They have a much better chance at scoring goals, because really most of this game was just Hendricken hammering down low in the pressure.
Absolutely, and we've seen that in their forecheck in the LaSalle defensive zone. You got one guy to the puck and one guy right ahead of him, just making sure that the LaSalle player doesn't have anywhere to go with the puck, and it just leads to chances going the other way. And we saw it right here with the Hayden Parenti goal.
15 minutes on the clock. Hendricken up 2-0 versus LaSalle. It's Rhode Island Interscholastic League rivalry hockey on the Fans Only Sports Network. Rams win the draw, turn it over to the Hawks, who quickly give it back to the Rams. They'll move it around the far side boards. Here's Cam Tasca moving it around a moment for the Rams. Back down low. Hawks come away with it. They'll move it to the point. Hendricken's forecheck doing what it does so well right now, stifling the breakout at its origin. Hawks try to move the puck to the near side. The Rams finally get a stick on it, and they'll move it into the neutral zone. Little tic-tac-toe there between Aiden Panicchini and a Ram. Finally dump it in. That one called icing. And we'll have a stop in play 47 seconds into the period. Face off on the far side in Rams territory. Hawks win the draw. They'll move it around. James Carrera with it back behind the net. He tries to move it out front. He's under pressure. Whipped around to the near side. Quick cut in by Owen Carter to keep that puck in. Rams break the puck out, turn it over to the Hawks in the neutral zone, but pick it back up on the dump. Evan Barbosa brings it in for the Rams. He'll get a shot off. In fact, great save there. The quick turnover leads to a Hawks break, and here's the dump and chase. It's James Carrera going after it for Hendricken. He'll move it to the point. Aiden Ferreira gets a shot off that one. Enters no man's land and moves to the near side corner, where it's Kavanaugh and Crane fighting for it on behalf of the Hawks with some aggressive defense from Evan Barbosa of the Rams. Puck's attempted to be knocked out. Crane gets a foot on it. The puck's flipped upward. There's the whistle. Just a quick note, mild conflict of interest. Griffin Crane is my brother. That is worth noting. I like to think I'll keep it even. I played for Barrington, so we can just say I enjoyed playing both Hendricken and LaSalle. Hawks win the draw, almost get a shot opportunity off. That was Jack LaRose who almost had it. Rams dump it out, hits off a Hendricken player. Another stoppage in play, 12:56 in the second. Here's the draw. Seamus Murphy wins it for LaSalle. Rams quickly rim it around the boards. That one goes into the netting once more. We'll have another face-off on the near side in the Ram zone. Crane breaks a stick on the one-timer. picks up a new one. Rams dump it down. Icing's called off. Crane's there first. He's under pressure. Escape move. And
Great
Robert
move.
Natale. Man gate like that. Crane moves up ice. Late cross check on him. That one coming from Seamus Murphy. Seems Murphy will be called on that. So the Hawks will be up a man for the next 2 minutes. 12:27 on the clock.
And there should be no complaints with that call. That was the right call right there. After the whistle, cross check to the back. That is a no-brainer.
I mean,
right
look,
there.
it's my brother. I don't want to sound like I'm playing favorites here, but come on, that's not something you should do. You deserve the penalty on that one.
Do that.
And that's not a punishment to the Hawks being annoyed at them. That's a punishment to your own team. Hawks up a man. Crane draws one back to him. He'll move it to Kavanaugh on the near side. Back to Crane at the point. D to D pass. Crane back up top. He'll rip one. Quick save for the Rams. They'll clear it. And LaSalle's there first. That's Vinny Healy.
Swing and a miss.
Tried to get a shot off, didn't quite go anywhere. But the Rams doing a great job keeping the puck in Hawk territory. Still controlling. LaSalle goes D to D. And Tyler Garfalo successfully ices that one down. Rams have now drawn out 45 seconds of this penalty kill. I'd call this their best effort of the night. Kavanaugh up ice on the near side. He'll dump this one back behind the net. And again, the Rams recover it. That time it's Connor Pacheco who dumps it down. You can hear calls to settle it from the Hawks bench. 50 seconds left in the penalty kill. Hendricken looking to get set up for the first time this power play.
Yeah, they haven't really settled in since that opening draw in their offensive zone.
And you can see it's tough to pick up the icings or dumps there under pressure. LaSalle's a physical team.
And and like you said, they're doing a great job on this forecheck for this short-handed opportunity.
The best power or penalty kill I've seen of the few games I've attended since getting home from school. Down to 9 seconds. Hendricken tries to move it through the neutral zone. Yet up a man for 2 minutes. Cam, they were unable to create a sustained offensive zone time. Fantastic penalty kill by the LaSalle Rams. You wonder, where was this energy the rest of the game?
Yeah, Hendricken was struggling a lot with the forecheck from the two forwards of LaSalle. I mean, it's difficult to enter the zone when you got guys just being a little gnat on you.
Hawks move D to D, try to move it up to Nathan Marshall. Quick turnover, pass in front. Shot opportunity, Andrew Bradley. And what a save that one was from Colin Murray. Best opportunity of the night yet for the Rams. They seem to have the momentum right now.
Without a doubt, that was the best opportunity all night. I mean, Andrew Bradley had half of the net open, and Murray again making a stretch save to keep this a 2-0 game for the Hawks.
What a save that was. In the meantime, Bradley called on a trip following that shot, so the Hawks will have a chance at redemption. With the power play here, question is, do the Rams bring that same penalty kill energy that they just did? 9:34 on the clock. Hawks up a man for the next 2 minutes. It's Jack LaRose taking the draw for Hendricken. He'll win it back. Blake Grizzlis to Crane. Crane to the far side. That's Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh dumps it down. Quick movement back to Crane on the far side point. Kavanaugh floats back over. Moves to Crane. Back at the point. Give and go. Kavanaugh will shoot. Quick block. That's Martinelli sacrificing the body for LaSalle. Hawks recover the puck back. Crane controlling at the point, moves it to the near side. Grizzlis, under pressure, dumps it back to Regine. Regine back to Grizzlis. Near side, Crane's close, he'll move to Kavanaugh, who rips a shot. Another blocked shot off the body of Martinelli. That's sacrificing for the team. Crane recovers, he'll hold it at the point. Moves it near side to Grizzlis. Grizzlis looks cross ice, can't get it, he'll recover. Puck drop to Crane, who moves it deep to Regine, can't control the puck. And the Rams will clear it to the neutral zone. 51 seconds left here in the penalty. Hawks move the puck back up ice, try the dump and chase. See if the Rams are able to ice this one out. They can't at first. They'll move it to the neutral zone after. One pair of fresh legs for the Rams. And the Hawks dumping it in. Can't quite clear the red line. We'll have a whistle. And face-off draw will be back in Hawk territory. 33 seconds left here in the penalty.
I mean, the Hawks are just struggling on the power play so far tonight. I mean, it seems one of their only flaws tonight for them offensively.
Good movement for that first minute and a half. Then LaSalle started to pick it up. They'll win the draw, in fact. Rip it around the boards. Nate Marshall emerges with the puck for Hendricken. Owen Carter moves it up ice. But Rams captain, Mark Verteshke, dumps it back down. That'll end the penalty kill for the Rams. We're back to 5-on-5 play. The Hawks move it up ice, dump it into Ram territory. Verteshke, back behind the net, can't get there in time. Hawks move it to the point, quick shot off. And after that, puck bounces around for a moment. It's finally covered. 7:22 left in the second period. Hendricken still up 2-0, unable to convert on their 2 pass power plays.
LaSalle resorting back to their old selves, not getting much offensive time in their own zone. I mean, for the most part, they've been stuck in the neutral zone and the defensive zone for the most part.
So LaSalle's certainly moving the puck better, but they don't have that sustained offensive possession that Hendricken is doing so well right now. And as I say that, Hendricken offsides as they attempt to enter LaSalle territory. 7:07 on the clock.
And LaSalle just seems frustrated on offense, and it leads to these penalties where they just get themselves into a deeper hole, it seems.
Hendricken will win the draw, dump it in. The dump and chase has worked for them so far tonight. It will again here. Crane receives after the Rams send it up ice. He'll move it back low. Hayden Corrente chasing after it for the Hawks. Rams emerge with the puck. But Chico tried to move it to Vinny Healy. Quick turnover to Crane. He'll run into trouble and has to clear the zone. Offside's called. Rams breakout opportunity. A little bit of an errant pass there. Turns it back over to the Hawks. Crane takes it. Moves it towards the middle of the neutral zone where Devin Exter gets a shot on net from the red line. Blake Santos on the draw for LaSalle. Hawks come away with it. Small tussle for it. Aiden Ferreira back behind the net. More Rams and Hawks will move in respectively. Whistles blown. Numerous times tonight we've seen plenty of maroon and green and gold coming in, converging on the boards.
Absolutely. I mean, like how we talked earlier with that Hayden Corrente, that's how they got the puck out of that scrum. Led to an odd man rush, and Hayden Corrente took it himself and just led to a great opportunity for them, but I mean, this time it just leads to a Hendricken penalty.
Aiden Ferreira called for a penalty in that little scrum on the board. So Hendricken up 2 goals, down a man for the next 2 minutes. Face off on the near side in Hawk territory. Hawks come away with the puck, but turn it back over to the Rams defense. Quick shot off from the Rams, runs into trouble in front of the net. LaSalle picks it back up. They'll move it out to the point. It's Tyler Garfarlo who cuts in, looks low. Quick pass out front. Bradley couldn't convert. More movement on the puck to the far side corner. Hawks playing typical penalty kill formation, that square around the box. Puck's moved back out to the point. As Tyler Garfarlo rips another one, it's a few feet over the goal. Bounces back up to the point. He's still got the puck. Drops it back now to Cam Tasca, who chases it low. Hawks successfully clear the puck. They'll get 4 fresh legs out on the ice. Careful not to draw that too many men penalty. LaSalle took a moment there to recoup. 48 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for the Hawks. LaSalle back in Hendricken territory. Cam Tasca rips it around the boards. That one's picked back up by Martinelli. But he's under pressure on the near side. Puck's ripped around the boards by Owen Carter. Move back to the point for LaSalle. Seamus Murphy moves it back over. Mark Verteshke, who finally rips one. That one's tipped in front, and it's in! LaSalle cuts the deficit in half. It's a 2-1 game on a power play goal. Off the stick of Mark Verteshke, tipped in with 4:16 left here in the second.
This game's not over. LaSalle looked very good on that power play. Great zone entries. If they can translate that to their even strength play and 5-on-5 play, this is a totally different game for LaSalle.
I mean, LaSalle, just like you said, nailed that power play. They were able to move the puck really well. And in the end, they capitalized on it. This is now a 1-goal game, and we're just over halfway through this match.
It's a totally different team night and day between power play and penalty kill LaSalle versus even strength LaSalle.
Certainly, whereas Hendricken is winning the 5-on-5. Special teams right now in the hands of the Rams. We're back at play. Hawks controlling, turn it over in the neutral zone. That's pressure coming off of Evan Barbosa for the Rams. Hawks swing it around the back end. Aiden Penachini working towards it. He'll rip it around the boards once more. Jordan McIntyre's there in time to keep it in for the Rams. Hendricken picks it back up below the red line. Move there by Aiden Ferreira. Gets the puck out. Kavanaugh up at the blue line. Can't quite control it. He's called offsides. Break and play. 3:19 left here in the second.
And now the Hendricken Hawks are struggling on offense. This game has definitely, the tides have definitely changed for this game tonight.
Great environment at their arena tonight. You look out into the crowd, you can see countless Rhode Island hockey families in the stands. Mangate and the Hive for LaSalle, both showing out in force. Rams controlling in their own zone. Aaron pass through the neutral zone. Gives it back over to the Hawks, who'll dump and chase. Rams able to recover, move it back through the neutral zone, and they'll dump it in on the far side. Crane picks it up for Hendricken. Just barely evades the check from Blake Santos. Crane Still with the puck, moves it through the neutral zone, quick pass out in front. Hendricken, bing, bang, boom, can't convert on that one, turns it back over. Connor Pacheco for the Rams carrying it. Hendricken picks it up once more in the neutral zone, puck's out in front, no one's there, called off. Hawks thought they had it on the rebound, looks like it must have bounced off the far side post. Another opportunity and the net slides off.
I thought that went in.
I wasn't sure.
From our angle, it certainly looked like it went in. Wow.
No replay here in high school hockey until the finals at Brown, of course, or PC, wherever they hold them this year. So that will remain a no goal, no ability to review it. Hawks thought they had it. Regain that 2-goal lead. They can't quite, but that shift was all Hendricken. Puck's back in play. Tussle forward on the near side. Kavanaugh fighting a few maroon. Andrew Bradley leading the charge there for LaSalle. And he's a physical player. Place a hit on Regine. Regine moves it back to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh back behind the red line. With the puck, Regine cuts in to assist. Peterson grabs it for LaSalle. As the puck just barely squeaks out. Rams try to move it down. Can't control the puck, though. Turn it back over to Hendricken. Handoff back behind the net to Ferreira, who's there to pick it up for the Hawks. And he'll move it up ice to Steve Nardelli. Tries to cut in. Wraparound attempt. Can't quite make it. That one looked like it just was short of the crease. Hawks still with the puck. Little tussle for it back behind the net, and the Rams come away with it. 1 minute left here in the period. It's been a moment since we had a whistle. Pass out front. Picked up by Nate Marshall. He'll get a shot off that one. Easy save for the Rams, and they'll come back down, marching into Hendricken territory. Plenty of pressure off of Andrew Smith. Hawks back behind the net. Look to move it. 30 seconds left. 2-on-2 opportunity. Steve Nardelli cuts in on the near side. Nothing can come of it. Hawks pick it up back behind the net. Rams, excuse me. Nate Marshall had the puck, turned it over. Martinelli will traverse the neutral zone, cut in on the near side and get a shot off. Quick save by Colin Murray for the Hawks. 10.6 seconds remaining in the second.
Hawks look a lot better during that break on the offensive zone. A lot better passing and just making sure you enter the zone with the puck a lot more. It looked a lot better compared to earlier in this game.
Referee stopped a few Rams from changing. 10 seconds opportunity here. Rams win the faceoff. Quick shot off the stick of Bradley. That one deflected, won't hit the net. Puck back, the top of the circle, 1 second left. Hawks calling for the eat it, they will. And we'll end 2. Hendricken with 2, Rams of LaSalle with 1. Cam, I can't really imagine a better game than this. This has been exciting, it's been physical, and both teams seem to be on their game here in this second period.
No, you're not going to want to miss this third period. I mean, this game has definitely shifted towards LaSalle's way, despite the deficit of a 2-1 Hendricken lead. I mean, Martinelli on that last little stretch, he makes a nice little move in his defensive zone, takes it coast to coast, and makes a nice little shot on net, and Murray is able to snag it. I mean, Rams look good right there in that second period.
An exciting period of play. I can't wait to see what the third holds. Any closing thoughts before we head to the intermission?
One thing I'd like to see from Hendricken is definitely a little bit better forechecking, like how we saw in that first period. It seemed that it died down a little bit, and I mean their dump and chase game looked a little bit off compared to that first period. So I just resort back to that first period and just reflect on what you did differently in that second.
Intermission here as they resurface the ice, an opportunity to rest up the legs for the final period. A one-goal game. Hendricken 2, LaSalle 1. It's Rhode Island Interscholastic League rivalry hockey on Fans Only Sports. We'll be back in a few.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot Off the post, score!
First right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back.
Live from Thayer Arena in Warwick, Rhode Island, it's Fans Only Sports Network's coverage of Rhode Island Interscholastic League rivalry hockey. The Hawks of Bishop Hendricken High School versus the Rams of LaSalle Academy. 2-1 the game as we enter the third. Hawks with the lead, but anything could change. LaSalle with an exciting second period. And we've seen both sides really driving deep. At certain moments, LaSalle hasn't always had the pressure that Hendricken has. But again, this third period after that rest is up for grabs. Welcome back to our coverage. I'm Owen Crane alongside Cam Martin. Cam, what are you looking for out of these teams this third period?
I mean, it was definitely a big reset for Hendricken right there during that break. It seemed as though they were struggling in that second period. I mean, I'd like to see a little bit more offensive pressure, like we mentioned before the break. And for LaSalle, I'd like to see them maintain that same pressure that they have on offense. Keep cycling the puck, do what you do best, and implement what you've done on special teams into 5-on-5. Because we've seen two different teams of LaSalle on the power play compared to 5-on-5.
And it's tough for me to judge what it is. Is it Hendricken is struggling on the penalty kill, or is it LaSalle is just exceptional on the power play? I'm not quite sure. What we do know, this has been a tense physical game. LaSalle especially bringing some physicality, some of which the refs have not thought to be legal. And we'll see what happens these final 15 minutes of play. Back underway, Hawks win the draw all the way back into their zone. We'll have to fight to break it out. Crane gets a stick on it. He'll knock it to the pointsman for LaSalle. That's Ronan Peterson keeping it in for the Rams. Aiden Penachini chases it down into the corner for the Hawks. He'll control. Dump it out to the blue line. Quick turnover back to the Rams. Hand it right back over to the Hawks. This time, Stephen Ardelli has it for Hendricken. He'll lose it. Falls back to Crane, who dumps it up through the neutral zone. Regine puts pressure on. It's not enough. Rams come away with the puck. Cam Tasca fighting for it on the near side boards right by the LaSalle bench. Tries to move it into Hendricken territory. Can't D-to-D. Crane up ice. He'll dump in. That's actually going to be a shot on net. Quick save. 14 minutes now left here in the third. Hawks with their 1-goal lead. Trying to control the puck in Ram territory. They can't yet. LaSalle ices it down under pressure. And Cam, the Hawks didn't have total control on that drive, but they put LaSalle under enough pressure that the Rams had to ice it out.
Absolutely. Pressure is key for the Hendricken Hawks in this third period if they want to maintain their lead and come out with the win tonight for the Ed Walsh Cup.
Hawks win the draw. Kavanaugh looks to the point to Andrew Smith. Little fumble of the puck on the blue line. Rams grab it through the neutral zone. Errant pass, however, turns it back over to Owen Carter of the Hawks. Diddy back behind the net. He has Regine on the near side wall. Regine looks up ice. He's got Ferreira. Cuts through the ice, traverses the neutral zone. He'll lose it on the far side boards in Ram territory. Tried to knock it out, but Smith is there to pick it back up for the Hawks. The Rams will have to regroup. Back behind the net they go. Under pressure from Kavanaugh. Try to move it up the boards. They can't yet. Carter keeps it in once more for the Hawks. Baxter finally gets it out for the Rams, but it's picked back up once more by Christopher Hughes of Hendricken. Hands it off. Jack LaRose cuts in on the far side. Puck's turned back over. Here come the Rams. About a 2-on-2 formation there. Shot deflected off of Crane's leg. Goes into the near side boards. Hawks ring it back around. Crane with it, far side. He looks up Bice, trying for Jack LaRose. LaRose couldn't quite handle the pass. That one coming from behind. Hendricken turns it over once more in Ram territory, but the Rams unable once more to sustain offense. D to D. Crane, saucer pass up Bice. That one doesn't quite reach Giacomo Caleri, but icing's waved off as Caleri gets there in time.
Yeah, the LaSalle coach was looking for an icing call right there, but refs didn't think so.
Yeah, these LaSalle coaches, they've gotten away with a few calls from the refs so far tonight, so I don't think you can really complain about that one. Puck back out to the point, little tussle for it. Looks like we're going to have a penalty on the Hawks coming up here. Interference. The call, Aiden Penachini at the point, stopping the LaSalle drive. He'll head to the box. The Rams on special teams, which they've done so well, will be up a man for the next 2 minutes. Down a goal. Looking to even out this match here in the third period.
Yeah, the Hawks weren't going to get away with that one. I mean, that was just blatant at their own, at the, the LaSalle blue line. Just right there, right in front of the ref. You can't sneak that by them.
Rams win the draw. Move it to the near side, one-timer. That's ripped by Martinelli. A few feet wide on the far side of the net. LaSalle controlling, Maroon covering the puck. They'll turn it over to the Hawks, however, who dump it down ice. 20 seconds gone on this power play for the Rams. Good stick action there from Stephen Nardelli, knocking the puck away from the body of the Rams. LaSalle recovers quick. Mark Ferteschi move up the far side wall. Puck's back behind the red line. He'll bring it back to the point. Tyler Garfaro rips a shot off. Quick save. Colin Murray. That'll cut some time off of this power play for the Rams. 1:12 left on the clock until Aiden Penachini's released from his cage. 10:57 left here in the third period. Rams win the draw on the near side in Hendricken territory. D-to-D pass, puck out in front, no man's land. The Hawks will recover it and ice it down. That was Jack LaRose bringing it back down ice. Under a minute left in the penalty kill for the Hawks. James Carrera made it there first for Hendricken as the Rams begin their breakout. Andrew Bradley with the puck, quick pass over to Martinelli, who tries to cut in. He'll get a little tripped up. No call there. That was fair play. Puck still on the near side. Boards into the corner. Pass out in front. Unable to be handled by Ronan Peterson, the points leader for the Rams coming into tonight. And a quick drive there from Paul Bogsian leads to a shot, but an easy save for Colin Murray. 24 seconds left in this penalty kill. Rams haven't really made a mark just yet, Cam.
Yeah, Rams almost had a big opportunity on that last possession. Having the puck behind the net, coming back towards the slot, and the Hendricken player was luckily there to intercept the puck from the oncoming LaSalle forward.
Hawks able to move that puck in time so far. 22 seconds left, down a man. Quick pause on the draw. Rams win it, go D to D. It's Paul Bogsian controlling. He'll move it back to the point. That one's tipped out in front by Hawk, Andrew Smith. Rams recover, far side wall, back to the point. Here's Mora. He'll rip one, that's a wrister. Quick glove save, covered up by Colin Murray. And that'll wind the clock down to 3 seconds on this penalty kill for Hendricken.
It's been a long kill for Hendricken. I mean, with all this time in their defensive zone, it just seems like this 2-minute penalty has gone on for 4 minutes.
You know that Penachini's thinking that in the box. One of the hardest positions in hockey, watching your team fight down a man. Well, you're in the penalty box. He's out now as we're back to play. Puck still trickling around in front, but Penachini comes in, able to recover, turns it back over quickly, however, to the Hawks. Fighting for it on the near side board. They'll cut down into the corner. Hendricken recovers once more with the puck. They'll move up ice. It's Chris Hughes cutting in quick. He has the puck knocked away from him. Still in Ram territory, however. Giacomo Caleri moves it to the points. Here's Crane on the near side. Knocked away from him, but recovered by Chris Hughes. And the Rams will finally knock the puck down ice. Was called an icing, but then the goalie got his stick on it. Finally waved off. A few turnovers in the neutral zone. Hawks come away with it, or do they? It looked like Regine had it for a moment. LaSalle picks it back up through the neutral zone, tries to dump it back in. Good glove catch by Penachini to start the Hawks breakout. And while attempting to keep that puck in, Paul Bogsian is called offsides. Back and forth game right now, Cam. I don't think the fans, at least the neutral fans, could ask for better hockey than this.
Absolutely not. You can't ask for a better game during the holiday classics that are going on, too. I mean, it's rivalry night in Warwick.
Kavanaugh with Regine on the near side. Regine with Kavanaugh, quick tip. That one's off the pads. LaSalle trying to make a run for it once more. Connor Pacheco recovers after the Hendricken drive well. Hawks keep the puck in the zone. Ripper from Devin Mora on the far side. Just misses the net. Regine recovers for Hendricken. He'll dump in. The Hawks will get some fresh legs on the ice. Rams with time. Mora back behind the net. He'll come out. Big hit on him to draw the 2-on-1. That's a shot. Nathan Marshall shot the puck there. Might have had a man open on the other side. Tough to see the exact angle. What a great opportunity there for the Hawks.
Yeah, I was going to say, outside of that opportunity, they've struggled to enter their zone and even maintain their puck in their offensive zone. It's been dump and chase into the zone and get a quick change.
Yeah, for the Hawks, though, I feel like the dump and change, at times especially, has proved very effective. Sometimes the Rams get their first on the change, certainly, but great play all around, laying the body to separate the puck. Drawing a great opportunity for Hendricken there. 7:33 left here in the third, 2-1, still the score. Puck dumped back into Hendricken territory. The Hawks will come away with it. Quick cut up the near side. Owen Carter ripped the shot as well. He's got the puck down low, but under pressure, sticks lifted. And it's still bouncing around near the crease. Luke Basha chases after it. He'll dump it down. Or rather, a Ram will get their stick on it and dump it down, excuse me. Hawks break it out once more. And Jack LaRose will dump it in. LaSalle recovers quickly. Jordan McIntyre up ice, quick handoff to Andrew Bradley, who ripped that one. Quick save made.
I believe it went off the mask of Murray right there.
He'll take his helmet off for a moment, try to recover from that. That was a solid shot right there.
That's called using your head.
Yeah, no kidding. Get penalized for that in other sports. 6:50 left in the third. Murray getting set once more. Both benches. Very exciting right here. It's quite palpable. Rams win the draw. They'll get a shot off. Bodies in front. It can't quite make it in. Near side trickles back behind the goal. Hawks fighting for it. They can't come away with it. Rams recover. They'll move it to the far side. Jordan McIntyre will get a shot off. Open in front. Recovered. Evan Barbosa gets the rebound and ties it at 2.
It's not over till the Fat Lady sings. We see it right there with LaSalle tying this game 2 unanswered. And the LaSalle crowd is electric right now.
Cam Hendricken started this game out hot, and they've had opportunities, but LaSalle has controlled enough of the offense. They've tied this game up, cut that 2-goal deficit down. We're tied, 6:28 left here in the third period. Excitement from both benches, I'm sure you can hear it. Draw, won by Hendricken. Moved up ice, that one dumped in, Regine. There for it, Will Cavanaugh. Regine working well together to move the puck around. They'll turn it over quick, though, to the Hawks. And chasing after it, Aiden Penachini will lose an edge. Ferreira picks it up, back behind the red line. He's under pressure. And Robert Natali will lay the body on him. Quick tussle for it at about the Hawks blue line, far side. Cavanaugh comes away with it. He does a great job weaving through these defenders. And he'll finally dump it in, allowing for Penachini to chase that puck. A little bit of a tussle for it. Frateschi chasing after it for the Rams. He'll get a hold of it back behind the net and ice it down. He was ready for a change.
They always say the worst lead in hockey is a 2-goal lead, and we saw it right there with LaSalle.
That's what they say. Now, this game essentially now comes down to these last 5 minutes, 26 seconds. You win these last 5 minutes, you win the game. Draw, far side, Ram territory. Shot from Crane doesn't make it through. Hawks recover. Puck's low on the near side. Very physical Rams team. They'll throw the body around even when they shouldn't. The puck cycled back behind the net. Crane keeps it in, turns it back over to the Hawks. Rams, excuse me. And Grizzlies will chase for the Rams as they create their first offense since that goal. Pass attempt out front, doesn't quite make it. The Hawks recover. Giacomo Caleri driving down. Rams pick it back up. It's Andrew Bradley cutting through the neutral zone. He'll turn it over back to the Hawks. Under pressure deep. Regine tries to pick it up on the near side. Can't quite get it. Shot in front. Rebound. Almost a great opportunity there for Vincent Healy. Healy couldn't convert. Hawks pick the puck back up. Regine grabs it on the near side. Under pressure. He'll just dump it into the neutral zone. Jordan McIntyre looks up ice once more for the Rams. Evan Barbosa held the puck for quite some time before he finally got the shot off there. And the Hawks look to Cavanaugh to break it out. They can't control the puck with no assistance, however. And the Rams recover. Vinny Healy, another shot out in front. Doesn't quite make it through all the bodies. But LaSalle has turned the gas back on. Hawks start the breakout. Jack LaRose, puck slips away from him for a moment. He's called offside. 3:34 left here in the third. We're tied at 2.
Hendricken struggling to maintain the puck in their defensive zone and break out up from it. I mean, you look at the LaSalle forecheck. It's been a totally different team compared to the first period today.
Hendricken will win the draw. They look to draw it low. Mark Frateschi picks it up for the Rams. He'll move it out into the neutral zone. Rams can't keep hold of it. Hawks dump it back down low. 3:18 on the clock. Rams, without too much pressure back behind the red line, try to move it around. They can't really hold on to it. And a stellar opportunity there. I kind of lost track of what happened there, but they'll dump it down.
I believe it was a last-ditch effort by the number 12 of
Marabello.
Marabello. And seems to be coming off the ice with a little bit of a little bit shaken up on his arm as he went into the boards.
Valiant effort there, though. Picking up what was essentially an icing, turning it into an opportunity for the Rams. Rams try to get started once more. It's Bradley who loses his stick, which turns the puck over to the Hawks, who dump it low. Regine chasing into the near side corner. He has assistance if needed. Moved out front, Kavanaugh with an opportunity, back to Regine, open net! Great save, sacrificing the body for LaSalle. That's Martinelli, who's hurt. Play continues. Blake Grizzlis moves it to Crane.
That's a game-saving block right there by Martinelli.
Yeah,
wow.
That was a fantastic block, and he'll go down. He's in pain on the bench. Crane tries to move it in. He'll run into trouble on the near side. 2:15 on this clock. Rams try to ice it out. It's off the glove of a Hawk. And in play here in the neutral zone. Peterson gets a stick on it. He'll dump it down. The Rams managed to poke it away from Hendricken defenders. Jack LaRose trying for it on the corner. It's going to slip out. That shot will get through. Andrew Bradley had a good opportunity there. Great save from Colin Murray. Tussle in the corner. Rams fans not happy with the lack of a call. Puck still moving. Far side point. Here's another shot. That one off someone's head. Not the goaltender, certainly. Rams keep the puck in once more in the near side corner. Move to the far side, back behind the net. Points are open. And the Hawks are struggling to clear this puck. They finally will with an icing. Stoppage in the game. 1:13 on the clock, and we're tied at 2.
I couldn't see the missed call from my angle here, but I'm assuming by the crowd's reaction earlier, it must have been a blatant one that was missed by the refs down in the near boards or near corner.
I would say this whole game-wise, refs have missed calls on both sides.
Absolutely.
The ref is explaining his decision to the LaSalle coaching staff, not happy with the call here. Rams come away with the draw. They'll move it to the far side. Kavanaugh applying pressure. Iced back to the near side. That one wraps around. It won't quite make it. Pressure from Regine, preventing that from being an icing. Regine with the puck now. Poked away by a LaSalle defender. And Evan Barbosa will dump it in for the Rams. 40 seconds remaining in this third period. Regine looks up ice to Kavanaugh. Can't quite get a hold on the stick, but he's there in time to avoid the icing call. We're at 30 seconds left in the game now, folks. LaSalle coming up ice, cutting. Barbosa once more. Another opportunity. He'll try from the low corner far side. Nothing will come of it. 20 seconds now. Tussle, deep low. Hendricken emerges with the puck. They'll have an opportunity here. It's Caleri looking to cut in. He can't quite against that LaSalle defense. Devin Mora doing a good job there. 4, 3, 2. The clock will count down. And the Hawks hold it back behind the net. After 3, we're tied at 2. Referees declare that overtime will be 5-on-5 play. But the coaches deliberating, seeing if they want to go 4. Of course, this is not league play, so anything can be determined here.
And we'll be back after this quick break as both sides talk things over for their overtime.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on the stretcher, shot, score!
Seeing
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Put back in.
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
We don't need it. I don't think
In
we
and
don't need
oh,
it
the
for this
ball's
game.
loose.
Thank you.
He'll cough it back up and he'll get it.
Opposing chance. Hendricken, Mangate, LaSalle Hive. 5 minutes on the clock. 5 players per team on the ice as we head to overtime. It's Hawks and Rams on Fans Only Sports. I'm Owen Crane alongside Cam Martin for this 4th period of action. Cam, the Hawks turned it up, came back down 2-0. What are you looking for in this 4th period overtime of play?
For the Hawks, you need a spark on offense. They've looked lost on the offensive side of the puck. I mean, they've been playing defense since the halfway part of the 2nd period when LaSalle got that first goal. And for LaSalle, just keep playing as is. You've been playing so well for this last half of this game. Just
These two
keep it
teams
up.
skate together well. We'll see in these next 5 minutes if anyone can emerge victorious. LaSalle wins the draw. They'll dump it down on the far side. Crane's there looking for it. It's going to slip back out into the neutral zone. LaSalle tries to dump it back down. They can't quite. It'll be Captain Ferteski dumping it down. That's called for icing. No one could get a stick on it. That cuts 22 seconds into our overtime of play. 4:38 on the clock here. We're tied at 2. Face off near side and Rams territory. Peterson and LaRose at the face-off for the Rams and Hawks respectively. With this substitution, it'll now be Bradley at the face-off for the Rams. Hawks come away with it. They'll move it to the near side point. Penachini opts to dump it down. Rams manage to dump it out into the neutral zone. Hawks send it back down. Delayed offsides. Hawks bring the pressure back. And it's Kavanaugh looking to put pressure on Cade Calabro. Excuse me, correction on that. It's Cam Tasca. Hendricken looks up ice, can't quite get it all the way there, and the Rams come back down. Tussle forward on the near side boards, hard to get the numbers. Hawks rip it around. They're looking for Will Kavanaugh up ice. Can't get the puck to him quite in time. The Rams recover, send it back into Hendricken territory. Matt Baxter putting on plenty of pressure for LaSalle. Hawks manage to break out the puck. They'll do a dump and change, get 4 fresh legs on the ice. Here's pressure on the near side. So the puck's going everywhere. Crane manages to keep the puck in on the near side point. Sends it back up. Aiden Ferreira battling it out with Martinelli. LaSalle doesn't seem to have quite their usual breakout going right now. A lot of dumps out into the neutral zone and Hendricken territory. Crane picks it up. Quick escape move pulled on the captain. He'll look up ice to Regine, who's there for the one-on-one. Good defense from the Rams there, using the body to push him out of the way. Barbosa taking it down. Quick drop off to Vinny Healy. And the Rams recover the puck off of Hendricken's breakout. Get a quick shot off. It's nothing to Colin Murray.
Yeah, it's been a very back and forth overtime here. Very, very different from the last 3 periods that we've seen between these teams. It's been a swing of momentum all throughout today.
Rams win the draw on the near side in Hawk territory. They'll wrap it around the boards. You can hear the oohs and ahs from both student sections in full force. Hawks, 2-on-3 on the break in there as Giacomo Caleri drops down but successfully bought the puck in for Hendricken. Battle for it on the near side boards. Kavanaugh's there. Blake Santos gets a piece of it, wraps it around for LaSalle. Santos still behind the net, grabs it once more. And you can hear his coaches screaming, skate at him. He'll cross the red line and dump it in. Didn't seem so sure about that break-in. Rams get at least 4 fresh legs, couldn't count all of them, as the Hawks look quickly up ice to James Carrera. He's tripped up in front. A lot of fans not happy with that call. Puck comes back out. Hawks controlling. They'll go D to D on the near side. Crane looks up ice. That puck bounces over the stick of Aiden Ferreira. And Mark Verteschi picks it up and wraps it around the boards. That will go all the way. Called for icing with 1:17 remaining here in our first overtime.
I mean, I'm not sure what the angle the ref saw on that last Hendricken possession, but it seemed a very blatant miscall on a cross-checking on the LaSalle defender right there.
I have to agree. I think the refs have missed multiple calls on both sides tonight, but more so on the Hawks side. This is LaSalle lays plenty of hits that are not in the USA Hockey rulebook.
No, I mean, that is certainly not in the rulebook.
And, well, it's high school hockey. Refs don't always pick up everything, but I would say that they've missed a few that certainly were game-changing moments. That one included.
I mean, that one for sure is game-changing, like without a doubt.
Well, timeout called it. Seemed it was the Hendricken side. I'm not certain. 1:17 left in our second overtime. We're tied at 2.
And if you're Hendricken on this timeout, you're drawing up a quick little play, maybe something where you tie up the centerman, have that left winger take that puck and quick shot on net, get Jarian off balance.
When Hendricken moves the puck well, they're almost impossible to stop in a team's defensive zone. LaSalle was really struggling with them on that forecheck. If they can bring that power back and move the puck around LaSalle's zone, they can certainly create opportunities. On the other hand, Hendricken has struggled at times to break the puck out of its own zone. So when LaSalle brings that effective forecheck, they also create these opportunities. And we've seen rebounds in front that have led to this 2-goal tied game. So I think it's really a question of who outplays in this last minute in about 15 seconds. Both teams head back to the near side circle in Ram territory. Hawks will win the draw. Quick move to Crane. Cuts into the corner. He tries to move it out front. He can. Shots blocked. Great play call for the Hawks there, however. Kavanaugh couldn't control it in the corner. The Rams head towards Hendricken territory with just under a minute on the clock. Quick glove save, passed off to Crane. He'll go D to D to Smith. Smith looks up ice. He's got Jack LaRose, who's going to dump it in and chase, assisted by Kavanaugh. Hendricken, with 38 seconds on the clock, trying to create some open space in Ram territory. Rams will go for the locking it up on the boards. the puck finally comes out, Rams actually will grab onto it. Effective strategy there for LaSalle. They'll dump it down. Icing called, 20.9 seconds left here in overtime.
If you're Hendricken, dude, you're definitely drawing up something again, seeing what you can do against these LaSalle Rams. I mean, this is definitely going to be one of those games that we talk about for the rest of the year, without a doubt.
Yeah, and that play that they drew up there, it didn't work out in the end, but it certainly could have. If it had worked, would have given Hendy a good chance to score. Regine with the puck at the point. He'll finish it with 17 seconds left in overtime. Nick Regine for Hendricken ends this game. 3-2, the Hawks emerge victorious over the Rams of LaSalle. A bitter rivalry ends with benches cleared and a celebration around Regine on the near side board in Ram territory. Mangate.
Unbelievable. What an ending to this game. I mean, you can't ask for a better ending if you're a Hendricken Hawks fan.
Look, I don't know if that was the play they were drawing up, but what a great job the Hawks did, moving that puck out to Regine right at the point of the circle. He had it. There was no Ram in sight. Clear shot, and that secures it. Mangate will switch from Seven Nation Army to nah, goodbye. As the Rams slowly head to center ice, followed by the Hawks to shake hands and say goodbye. And Cam, we had a close game here. This certainly sets the stage for their future encounters and perhaps a possible Interscholastic League playoff matchup.
And these two teams, like you mentioned, they haven't met yet in the regular season, so this game, although it doesn't mean anything to their record, it proves to the Hawks that they can beat this LaSalle team.
I think, this, it doesn't necessarily count, but it will certainly be remembered by both teams. Hendricken knows they can beat LaSalle. LaSalle, they'll be out for revenge when these two meet again. Any closing thoughts, Cam?
I mean, it was a great game by both sides. One had to lose. I mean, there's no other way during winter break for Hendricken to go out on top in that game with a OT winner off a face-off draw.
Hendricken heads into 2023 with high spirits. The Rams, not so much. Nick Regine closes it out for the Hawks. On behalf of the whole team at Fans Only Sports, as well as Cam Martin, I'm Owen Crane. Thank you for watching our coverage of Rhode Island Interscholastic League hockey, and good night, everyone.